Hello there, this is RomWills coming back at you with yet another video. Once again, it is Sovereign Saturday. Be conscious of every move you make. Now this is very important. This is very important. You need to be thinking all the time, because if you working to live a sovereign life, you living to have control over what you can control and leverage otherwise. You can't be doing everything willy-nilly. You need to be thinking about it, even down to small stuff, even down to how you're driving. Yes, how you driving. Let me use that for an example. You know, you could get out here, you're not paying attention, you can get in an accident, no telling what that can cause. I know at least one person, I met him well over a decade ago, working on one of my 1,000 jobs. That dude actually because he was not conscious of what he was doing, actually he had killed somebody in an accident, automobile accident. And I can't remember his name, but I do remember he was saying that he would be spending time in prison. He wasn't conscious in that moment. Plus he was also drinking. You have to be conscious of every little thing you do, every moment. Because I remember an accident I got in. All I did, I wasn't conscious in that moment and ran into somebody. Thankfully, nobody really got hurt, but still, that's what the problem was. Look, every single thing you do, you have to be conscious of it. You have to always be paying attention. I mean, just driving, just moving along, doing stuff. All it takes is one moment to mess you up. You have to be always in the moment. You always have to be thinking about, okay, what am I doing now? What am I doing now? You have to be awake. Your mind can't be in the past thinking about something or in the future. And it's tough. I'm gonna be real with you. It is tough because that gets on some metaphysical stuff, because it's tough for people to just totally be in the moment. But you're working to be sovereign. You are working to have control in your life as best as possible. Try to be thinking about every little thing as best as possible. And look, I'm just gonna be real with you. It takes work. It's not something you're gonna watch this video and just go out and just do it. I wish it was that easy. I really do. Shoot, I'm telling you, trust me, I'm somebody who's made some mistakes because I wasn't thinking about it. I wasn't conscious. I don't want you to do the same thing. I want you to think about everything that you're doing. I want you to think about why you might, let's use food. I'm known for talking about body gain. There are foods out here you really don't need to eat. In fact, I've talked about that on my business channel. When you go into grocery stores, they will have candies, foods, stuff right in the checkout line. Just for you to get. In fact, when you go into grocery stores, they consciously put stuff in certain places so you will buy it. Trust me. And in one of my 1,000 jobs, I worked as a merchandiser. If we, at a major department store, if we were having trouble selling something, we weren't getting good sales numbers, we would move it around so people could see it. Because trust me, in the sales industry, anything like that, retail, where they selling any type of product, they put it right in front of you so that you see it. And many people will buy something that they will see right in front of them, even if they don't really need it. They're not being conscious in the moment. Think about it. You need to be conscious in where you're going. Don't just, like if you move in someplace, don't just move just to move just because, oh, it looks great. Because like I said, when I moved here, I didn't just say, oh, this is a nice house, let me just move there. I drove through this neighborhood several times. I was thinking about it because I was actually going to move someplace else. I was very conscious. In fact, I was really paying attention. I did not move. I started paying attention to it and then didn't move around here for 4 more months. That's how much I was looking up. You need to think about it. You need to think about every little thing, buying clothes. When you buying those clothes, think about it. And now I'm known for talking about shoes. Think about, are you going to wear those shoes more than once? What are you doing it for? Every single piece of clothing I've bought, I've thought about it. Everything. Try to think about it. Like when I remember I had to get a new smartphone. I was thinking about it. I could have got something maybe more inexpensive. And I actually got a couple of smartphones. One is just for business. I was conscious of that because I was like, there was a one point when I was doing consultations, I was doing that on my regular phone. Then I was like, you know, I might get a situation where somebody is calling me and I don't really want that on my regular phone. Sure enough, I actually had that, but they called on my business phone. They called on my business phone because I said somebody will bother me or whatever. So I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that. Thinking about everything I'm doing. You know, I might have to get a new laptop. I'm thinking about that. Everything. When I got this camera, I was thinking about it. And I've been checking out some other cameras. You know, I always want to upgrade, but I'm thinking about it. Thinking about every little thing. Nothing is willy-nilly. Nothing is willy-nilly. I'm paying attention to every penny I get. I'm not just out here. When I'm spending money, I'm very mindful of what I'm doing. And like I said, it's not something that you can just grab onto and say you're just going to do right away. I wish it was, but I had to work for it. But I'm telling you now, so if you're younger, you in your 20s or 30s, get started now. Get started thinking about it now. Don't make the same mistakes I did. Like I said, I want you to be sovereign. I want you to be sovereign. I want you to be sovereign sooner. I want you to have control of your life. I want you to be that business owner if that's what you want to be. Or if you're in that career to go forward. I want you to live where you're going to live. But whatever you do, all the moves you make, think about it. Think about it. In fact, on my Deep Thought channel, I did a video and I said, before you even say anything, think about it. Then that's a move right there. Because you might have a feeling to say something to somebody and no telling what it would do. Think about it. Think about it. It's like if you say this to this person, how they gonna respond? And you might have to say it to them anyway, but at least think about it first. Be conscious of the move before you even get there. Because you want to have control in your life. But like I said, like I used that example of that young man who ended up going to prison because he was not conscious in that moment. You don't want to be there because now that's going to be on his record. He's not going to be as sovereign. So I want you to think about that. Every move you make, be conscious of it. Think about what you're doing, okay? So anyway, that's all I have for today. Keep rising to become the sovereign man that you are meant to be. Peace and blessings, everyone.